Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys, so this is going to be a great weekend. Keep putting out the positive energy, but now we are back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Mauricio Umanski is entering the chat, which we know he's Kyle Richards' husband. And he is addressing Lisa Rinna's claims about Kathy Hilton, but he's also talking about some of the tremendous anger that the Hiltons hold towards him, interestingly enough. And Lisa Rinna is kind of lost without the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and she's explaining how and why she misses it so much. So, surprise, surprise. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we're back to talk about Lisa Rinna. Now, hold on for a second because this is interesting. Thank you to Reality Blurb for mentioning it all. Lisa Rinna is going through the stags of grief. I think they meant stages, following her January exit from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, during an appearance on Thursday, Lisa revealed what she misses most from her time on the show as she addressed whether she'll be watching season 13 and revealed if she and her co-stars are given glam budgets for the show. She said no, zero. She confirmed on the April 13th episode of The Talk. We dress ourselves and do our own hair and makeup, or you have to hire your own hair and makeup, except when you're doing the interview section. They do that. How about that? It's a lot to dress yourself. When Lisa was then asked if she and her castmates ever texted beforehand in regards to what they were planning on wearing to certain events, Lisa confirmed that they did not before recalling an accidental twinning session with Erika Jayne. I did show up at Erika Jayne's house and we were wearing the same dress. It's true. It's a true story. And we screamed out loud. I mean, come on. What are the odds that we're wearing the exact same dress at a party? And we've done that a couple times since then. Although Lisa didn't give a figure for the amount she spent, she joked that over her 8 years there, she spent all her money pretty much on the wardrobe. I'm talking shoes and jewelry. You have to be like a little mini stylist. It was a bit challenging, but I did it. I'm richer now than, I was because now I'm not spending all of the money on clothes. So think about Dorit Kinsley and all of her outfits and Erika and all of her outfits. I mean, we were supporting the designers. We really were. Luckily, Lisa's husband, Harry Hamlin, isn't nearly as high maintenance. She said, there's not two of us in the house buying as much as I do. Harry wears the same black t-shirt every day for the last 8 years, at least. So we've saved and we've spent. Okay. During another segment of the show, Lisa spoke of missing the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I'm not surprised by this because for the longest time, people were running with this narrative that Lisa Rinna walked from the show. I don't believe that. Call it put on pause, whatever you want. But Bravo producers knew that fans needed a break from Lisa Rinna. They knew that fans needed a break. So why wouldn't they let her go? Right? And who's going to walk away from $1 million paycheck? Not Lisa Rinna, especially when you're talking about how much you spend on everything. I don't think so, Henny. But this is what she said. I think I'm still in mourning because I've only, not been on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills for 2 months. I miss the cast and crew. And I mean, I'm with that same crew for 8 years. We all are. And it's very hard. And I would say I'm still going through that mourning process. I'm still in the stages of grief. They're filming right now. I'm not. And I miss the connection to the people. In addition to missing the people she worked with, Lisa said she struggled to detach from the series. You're dealing with real emotions. I'm not playing a so-called character. So it almost is harder in a way because when you're playing a character, in a way you can detach, I think, differently than when you are yourself. These people were definitely in my life, in my home, with my children, with my husband. For 8 years, it's a long time. I agree with that. As for whether or not she'll tune in to season 13, Lisa said, I don't know. I'm kind of in this point right now where I have to detach completely from it in order to move on. It's weird. I don't know. I'm sure like anything, when I left Days of Our Lives, when I left Melrose Place, jobs that I had for a long period of time, I think it happens with all the jobs because those people become your life. That becomes your life. Well, it's not a part of her life anymore, so let's see how this new season plays out because a lot of fans still think that we might have a dud of a season without Lisa Rinna. So we'll find out. I never think that any housewife, though, should think that they are bigger than the show. I think that is where it gets a little bit messy. But Mauricio has entered the chat. Hold on. It gets better. All right, so Mauricio Umanski addresses Lisa Rinna's claims about Kathy's meltdown, what he saw, and says that Rinna brought so much. Plus, he's talking about Garcelle a little bit and also the Hiltons. Okay. He said that was kind of an unfortunate thing with the laughing. It was just totally out of context for me when he was talking about the way that Erica spoke to Garcelle's son. And this was on an episode of Two Teas in a Pod. Quite honestly, we were asked to talk about something that I wasn't present for and didn't witness it. I didn't really know what the heck we were talking about, and I totally had the wrong reaction. He said that he immediately texted Garcelle to apologize, which we knew about. But when I watched it, I thought it kind of sucked, even reflecting on that. But we're asked to do a lot of things on television, and I just wasn't aware of what we were even talking about. Although Mauricio said he's only filmed a couple of scenes with Kyle for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 and isn't sure if the cast is missing her following her January exit from the show, meaning Rinna, he revealed that he loves Rinna and counts her and Harry Hamlin as friends. I love Rinna. She brings so much. She always brought so much. Lisa Rinna is a friend to me. Harry Hamlin is a friend to me. I don't have any issues with anybody. So to me, they're friends, and I miss her. But I have no idea what the show looks like in terms of, are they missing that drama? As Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans know, Rinna's recounting of Kathy's meltdown in Aspen caused a massive falling out between Kathy and Kyle, who Kathy allegedly threatened to destroy, which the sisters still don't seem to have recovered from, aside from one pic. And while Mauricio was at home when the alleged meltdown occurred, he didn't hear a thing. He said, "This is my old house." So it had 3 levels. I was in the primary bedroom and on the top level, and Kathy was actually sleeping in the lowest level. So 3 levels down. I went home early. I was already asleep, and I'm a deep sleeper. I don't wake up with the fire alarm. I don't wake up with anything. But although Mauricio didn't hear the meltdown firsthand, he did come out of his room later that night and saw that Rinna was upset. I did come out later and saw Rinna super distressed, super stressed, and distraught. She didn't share with me everything that happened, but I did have a small conversation as it was happening and definitely got kind of the moment's reaction from Rinna at the time. I did not think Rinna was lying. She did not look like she was lying at all. Again, I didn't hear it, so unfortunately I can't comment on it, but Rinna did not look like she was lying. Oh, well, if you thought that the Hiltons did not like you, they're probably definitely not going to love him now. And he's speaking on that as well, which I found to be interesting. While looking back on his decision to leave Rick's real estate firm to start his own and sharing how Rick and his wife, Kathy Hilton, responded to him doing so, he also, talked about how unconditionally supportive Kyle was. "She's not only my wife, she's my best friend." According to Mauricio, he left Hilton and Highland to launch the agency in 2011 after Rick refused to make him a full partner in business. "I went home to Kyle and told her what happened, and she agreed with me that it was very unjust. But ultimately, it didn't matter what we thought. In my opinion, Rick wasn't going to change his mind, and he wasn't prepared to pay me what I'd earned." Still, Mauricio confirmed that he would have stayed at Rick's firm if they agreed to pay him what he deserved and offer him a better position, and gave him an inkling of professional love. For their part, they didn't see it that way. They couldn't understand how I could just make the decision overnight and not give them a chance to convince me otherwise. Now, following his decision to leave Hilton and Highland, Mauricio said that Rick cut ties with him and did the same to Kyle. And of course, his wife, Kathy, Kyle's sister, did the same. They cut all communication and no longer invited us to Thanksgiving dinners or other holidays. He and Kathy held tremendous anger towards us, which is not the way I choose to live my life. And naturally, Kyle was very hurt by their reaction. It was a difficult pill for her to swallow. And while Mauricio and Rick haven't since gotten to a better place, Kyle and Kathy are currently estranged after suffering a falling out amid filming on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 last year. As fans will recall, this was the Lisa Rinna Kathy meltdown moment. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what you guys think, but I am so ready for our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to be back on our screens. And I want to hear what you guys think about all of the drama, especially Lisa Rinna saying that she missed the cast, she missed the connection. She definitely, you guys cannot convince me at this point that Lisa Rinna, we stood like saying that she walked away. She did not walk away. There's no way. But go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.